Alright, so it has been a long time since I made the video recommending Shadow Slave. The novel has become so much more popular since then, and so much more stuff has just happened since then. Like 1,000 chapters more have been posted, I've gotten cheated on, but more importantly than all of that, the freaking Shadow Slave has changed genres or possibly even its own name. And before I get into talking the latest development of this novel, obviously I'm going to be talking spoilers. So if you haven't read the novel yet or haven't read the latest chapter yet, go ahead and read it. The only thing you will regret is being caught up to it and not stacking more chapters. But that is also part of the delightful experience of being a SS fan. Anyway, let's talk about the latest development in the novel. Sunny is finally free. At a cost though. Bad for him, good for us readers, cause the cost does make the plot just so much more interesting. So anyways, volume 7 was so long. Thankfully not timeline wise inside the world of Shadow Slave, cause that was my biggest concern in a lot of points. I just didn't want a time skip after they emerged from the nightmare. But just as was widely speculated, in the actual timeline of the novel, the nightmare existed for about like zero point 0.5 seconds. So thankfully we didn't have Sunny coming out of the nightmare only to find Rain popping her third baby with the Shadow Serpent. Effie did technically pop a baby in 0.5 second real time in the world of Shadow Slave, so that's something that the unnamed guy can look forward to. Talking about the unnamed guy, after losing his true name, Sunny is kind of in a similar situation to him, but I don't know if it's just because it was just speculated so much that everybody will forget him, or maybe I just hated the romance in Shadow Slave more than I realized. When Neff didn't recognize him, I didn't really feel bad for my boy. I was like, wow, this is gonna be interesting. We are gonna see the OG from the street, treacherous Sunny, back again in action. Also, the motherfucking nightmare spell can no longer call him the treacherous lost from light anymore, which is a bit of a shame. But I'm glad that I'm reading a novel that is brave enough to drop like the system trope. Like, not to hate on it or anything, but system trope is a very lazy way of explaining some of the power scaling like ever. So looking forward to seeing how Sunny combats that. I really want an actual training arc for my boy. Like where he finds the key of the world or becomes vagabond as for some reason. I don't know. More importantly, though, the fucking comments that the title of the novel should be changed are hilarious. Like, Lost from Slavery is my personal favorite. That a different type shit, alright? Also, I love how consistent G3 is. Like, the chapter length does annoy me a bit, but it's also such an admirable thing that he's just a beast that can churn out 2 chapters a day. Man went to a freaking vacation but was still on schedule. Also, he just ended this lengthy as heavy ended volume 7, and he talked about just taking one day off before resuming with the volume 8. I mean, what a machine. That man deserves my forever respect, and I'm really looking forward to his future works. I'm also looking forward to Sunless's future work. So yeah, cheers to that, and hopefully Shadow Slave does surprise and thrills me again and again.